Welcome back, guys. We're here with more Mardu deck, and hopefully we can get back on a winning ways after the disappointment of that last game. But more than this hand. Speaking of bad hands, this hand is not going to do. This hand is going to have to do. No red, but two loyal Pegasus maybe can get us there. Going to play. Well, speak of red, and it arrives. I'm going to play the Ozov Guildgate first because then it means next turn I can double Pegasus and then be able to swing with both, hopefully. This guy could just shock both of them or anger the gods, but we can know optimism, and I think I'll just keep that Squadron Hawk back for the time being. That's gonna be my follow-up plan to this anger the gods. But double loyal Pegasus is pretty powerful turn 2 because that's 4 damage going on next turn. He kind of needs something, and I don't think in red and black and white there's too many reach creatures he could play. He could play his own Squadron Hawk. Or what else could he play? Elvish Vision, he's just going to draw him a card, but it's not going to prevent this damage coming where I am now. I'm fine with that. And next turn I can drop a Squadron Hawk and have the shock open, which is always nice. Baneslayer, if I can get more mana, is going to be pretty good here. This hand, I feel it has potential. I'd love to draw a bit of lands now. Ironically, I've literally drawn 3 of my bombs, which is quite ridiculous. And yeah, so Squadron Hawk, regrip. I can get all 3. I generally try and get all 3 unless I have to discard, just because you never know, counter spells and they could come out of nowhere. And yes, I can cast all 3 good. I have made that mistake before when in playtesting. I took 3 and overfilled my hand and I felt bad. I'm sure he was looking at me shaking his head, and I'd completely agree with him. He taps out for a Master Admirers, which is 3 damage. I mean, do I shock that thing? I think I shock that thing. Yep, he attacks in here. I'm going to shock it simply because double green is quite demanding and Jund to get that thing back. It's personally why I don't run it. If it was just 2 general mana, then definitely. But because it takes, you need to, if you try playing green creature, you need 3 green sources just to be able to get this thing back. And yeah, that's another mana, so I'm pretty happy with it. Love another black. Black is just the bane of this deck. But yeah, no, I'm hitting him for 5 a turn, which is pretty powerful right now. Play another Squadron Hawk, and then yeah, he's in trouble. He's on a 2-turn clock. If I even get another red source, he's pretty much dead next turn with Stormbreath Dragon. But I mean, Jund, well, it's not really Jund. Is this guy just 4 color or is he 5? Tazzle for Wall Performance, that's going to do absolutely nothing for him right now. Draw him a card, I guess, but Mardu coming into play. Yeah, again, black not really doing much. Have I played a black creature? No, I have not. I'll play one eventually, and it will win me a game. Black is good in this deck. It's just not showing up yet. Yep, you hit me for 1, you got me. And I'm down to 18. You're gonna, if I draw, I'd love a red mana off the top. Would be disgusting right now. Actually, I don't need red mana. Just any mana would have done. So yeah, it's GG. Actually, let's work this out. 2, 4, 5, 6, 10. So no, I don't kill him. So, but you know, I get him down to 1, so he needs to board wipe next turn. So I'm still gonna do this. And even Anger the Gods won't save him. So protection from white as well. So if he's running reprisals, so yeah. I think this is better than the Baneslayer. I'm not exactly on the back foot that I need to play a Baneslayer. So yeah. Down to 1 already, which is pretty nice. Pegasus is putting in work this game, which I'm happy with. Granted, my opponent really hasn't done too much to me, but he could tap out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Absolutely nothing because he's gave up. He plays another Wall of Omens. He can't get it. See, it's just, it takes out so much of your mana just to draw a card. I mean, it costs 4 to cast, and you have to pay 2 to bring it back. So that's 6 mana to draw a card, basically. And yeah, he swings in, and it's game at this point. So black really putting in work again. Hey, Brain Mag, there you are. Let's have a look at his hand, see what he was storing, see if he had any way out of the situation. So yes, I told you black was useful. I mean, this Brain Mag totally won me the game. He had Banished Priest, well, protection from white. Gravebone used it another time. Yeah. Playing a cleansing. 4, 5, 6. He's missing a white source, I think, for playing a cleansing. Otherwise, he should have killed me right there. Yeah, so the white mana was screwing him over there. And well, that's game one, and yeah, again this deck surprised. Just every time I win a game with this deck, I'm just a tiny bit surprised. It's not exactly the strongest thing I've ever played with, but you can't ask for too much. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know why black isn't really showing up. Granted. I mean, I've got what two. I don't have too much black. Black is the tertiary color in this deck. I will say that. But the fact that I'm very rarely playing black creatures has surprised me. I mean, that third game yesterday. Oh god, this is strange. That third game yesterday, black nearly got me out of the situation. Well, not nearly, but it put up the fight. But when the deck's steamrolling, it doesn't really seem to have time to play black. And yep, one land hands on no keeps. This is a keep every day of the week. Got all my colours, but double black as well for Greatborn. I just love that second white for Brimaz. Mardu Rough Rider is pretty nice. I mean, I pretty much kept this hand for the Nomad Outpost. No point. Well, even if I could play Lord Beggars, I wasn't going to play it at that turn because it can't attack. This guy plays a Jund land. So, I mean, doesn't really look like I'm going to be doing anything too well. Men of the Meek is really good. Yeah, I mean, I might as well play this. Just, I don't know, maybe it baits out some removal of some sorts. But I don't really have, I mean, a Ravenmaster for the top right now would be disgusting. That's the card I'm looking for right now. He goes for an Elixir of Immortality, so he's clearly planning to do some graveyard shenanigans, or maybe he just likes 5 life. Either way is fine with me. Squadron Hawk's a pretty good draw right there. I think I'm going to mentor the Meek this turn, and then start drawing cards off Squadron Hawk, try and find the second white source. To see if the game's... I was going to see if the game was glitched and try and swing in there, but I don't want this guy to think I'm terrible. I'll assume they know what they're doing. I mean, I haven't read any book reports about Loyal Pegasus. He needs to play a creature here, otherwise he's getting hit for quite a bit. And we see no creature, so that's absolutely fine with me. I'm going to attack first because I'd much rather get the 4 damage in rather than draw a card. So if he does have the shock, he had to play it then. He does not, so let's Squadron Hawk regrip my hand quite badly here. So I mean I have to be careful because I'm drawing a card, so I can't get all 3. Pay 1, draw a card. Ravenmaster. So yeah, I'll just get 2. Don't wanna overextend my hand right now. And yeah, he's tapping his Elixir, so this guy seems a bit desperate. I mean, if I draw a fast land off the top, I can Ravenmaster and draw a card, which would be really nice. But even if I don't, Ravenmaster on the field's pretty nice right now. Brain Maggot, he's gone. You know what? He clearly doesn't have an answer because he bounced. Otherwise, I was tempted to play Brain Maggot first there. Would have drawn me a card as well. If this guy hadn't bounced, like I said, that's probably what I would have ended up doing. But him bouncing there tells me he doesn't have much really going on. Watch the computer draw like a red mana and wow, what colour is that again? Frontier is white, isn't it, if I remember? Green, blue, red, so he's missing blue. She's got now, and I mean, I'm gonna have to start discarding soon. But I really don't think it's gonna matter too much. I'm gonna draw the card right now of this thing. Just really overextend my hand. Try and find this mana, which is eluding me, to be honest. But then again, my opponent is pretty much dead, I think. Pretty much on a 2-turn clock anyway. So I'll just Brain Maggot any potential board wipes he could have. If he's got Anger of the Gods right now, I'll feel like a really, really proud man. And I guess we'll see. I bet he's got 2 Anger of the Gods. Wow, why did he keep this hand? He has absolutely nothing. 4, 5. I'll just get rid of the Frog Beast so he can't even play that next turn. Yeah, that's a weird keep for my opponent right there. What do I get rid of? Get rid of a Greatborn Muse. And it really doesn't matter, so get rid of Squadron Hawk. They've kind of overextended their purpose right now. If it'd let me, actually I only need to discard 1. What am I talking about? I'm trying to cheat the game right now. He did draw the mana, which is quite funny. Well, actually I think he had it in his hand. I wasn't really paying attention. I just know my opponent's in trouble right now. So yeah. Not even gonna bother drawing. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother drawing the card. Still didn't see that mana though, so if this guy had any sort of resistance, I was screwed. But we got that. Rob Master doing its job. Just Trumpet Blast because I like bullying the computer. What can I say? That's a lot of damage. There's game 2, and yeah, so that's really Brain Maggot's purpose in this deck is to hunt for that board wipe and get rid of it. But yeah, I mean 2 more wins. But if this follows last episode, I'm just gonna get screwed over this last game. But hopefully we avoid that. I mean, I like this deck. It's pulling out wins which I wouldn't expect it to. Granted, that guy really didn't offer too much. I mean, when you keep a hand where you don't really have a play till like turn 5, you're asking for trouble. Like, I mean, sometimes I did it in 5 color, but it's like if it just comes up to if you're playing an aggro deck and you don't have a play till at least turn 4, you're screwed. It's like they've done way too much damage, especially like is it burn? I mean, that thing can deal out like 8 damage by turn 2, so it's not worth the risk. And let's see if Sea Flame wants to ready up and we'll do battle. But he looks like he just joined my lobby for the scenic view at the minute. I mean, do I have to kick him? Nah, fine. Oh, he did ready up. I was on the verge of kicking him there. I mean, I'm a very impatient man. But we'll see. See if we can make it 3 out of 3. And this hand, I play first. I've got Gravebone Muse. I've got Banes. I'm gonna keep this. It's slow, but I've got removal. I've got Gravebone Muse and I've got Baneslayer, so it's got good mana as well. I mean, pretty much got all my sources: double red, double black, double white. So yeah, gotta watch out for counter spells right now though. That could be an issue. That's an interesting draw. I mean, I could use that to bait out the counter spell, to be honest, because I really want Gravebone to hit the field. Shock's probably going to be reserved for Talrans if he's just monocolor. Or maybe a Hedron Crab if he's self-mill. But it looks like he's willing to just let me pass turn. I mean, if he's running counter spells right now, this deck is kind of weak to counter spells. Speaking of drawing out counter spells, though, let's have a gander at his hand. Have a look. He let me do it though, which I'm surprised with. Okay, so he doesn't have any counters in his hand. I'll get rid of Think Twice. He should have Think Twice before. Actually, if I steal his Think Twice, does he have time to react to that? I guess we find out. You know he doesn't. Good. He should have Think Twice before. So he has negates. That's what I saw there, and a Pestamite. So I've got to watch out for attacking anyway. Probably want to attack him with Brain Maggot. He didn't have a Dissolve. That's all I saw. Or Nullify. So that tells me if I draw mana, Gravebone comes out next turn. Or Ogre Battle Driver. But obviously I can't attack him with Brain Maggot right now, because I know he's got Pestamite, even though I could just shock it. We didn't see the mana. It's really kicking the balls. I mean, I have to pass turn right now. I don't particularly want to shock that 3. I'm just giving him time to draw into the counterspell. I really would like to press advantage there. He taps off the Pestamite main phase, so shouldn't have expected any shenanigans. He should no real point on tapping any of my mana. He taps my that's the worst thing he could have tapped. Or untapped in his case. It's not like I can block with it even if he could attack. You know what? I'm gonna shock this. If he plays a Talrand, he didn't have it in his hand. If he plays a Talrand, so be it. Just mana off the top. Mana off the top. Oh, Squadron Hawk, you're good, but you're not mana. But you're gonna have to. You're not the worst thing I could have drawn, but you're definitely not the best. I know it doesn't have a. Okay, so I can get 2. I kind of want to. I like them to save them behind the Ogre Battle Driver. Start spamming them out when you've got. So I just need mana and I can really apply pressure to this guy. He's got a Nullify though, so I've got to remember that my spells won't. I mean, he's got a Negate, so that's a weird card. He does play it right there. I mean, it does draw him 2 cards, so I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's just slow. It's really slow. That's its problem. I mean, I'm pinging him for 2 a turn. I just need to get some big damage on. So I just mana off the top. I run 23. I did actually bump up and down. I was originally running 22, but I wanted to avoid situations like this. I can't even get the other Squadron Hulk right now with this guy. Finish. And then, at least I'm slowly getting pressure. He doesn't have board wipes. But it's just, I don't feel confident right now. Probably should have wrote down what he had in his hand. I really didn't pay attention. It's kind of so he didn't have a Dissolve and thought the Great Bone would be the play. But, I mean, we could see Royal Elemental right now, which would be really bad because I got rid of my Shock quite badly. I kind of regret that Shock play now, but then again, I'd be discarding. Like, I'd have had to discard. I just need mana, that's 23. Thank you, that's exactly what I needed. I mean, I'm going to have plenty of time of drawing it in the counter spell, but same plan, I'm going to use the Ogre Battle Driver to draw out the Gravebone. He Voyage's End, so... Well, he gets his Think Twice back. But I think I kind of just have to let that go at this point. And, because if I play it, he's probably learned his lesson. If he has the counter spell, he can't think twice. But I do like Ogre Battle Driver hitting the field. That's haste damage coming out. Probably next turn I'm going to Brain Maggot and Squadron Hawk. Try and draw out his hand a bit more, see what he's got in it now. Especially after he draws these cards, that's going to be really bad actually. He's got so many chances of drawing more counter spells. He's on 6 cards in hand. This doesn't look promising. Sea Flame is really I was too slow off the marks right now. Them turns I got mana screwed really slowed me down to the point that I couldn't apply too much pressure. Chasm Skulker, have nothing really to deal with that. I mean, I needed a shock, but then again, I wouldn't have justified not shocking that Pessimite over this thing. But I mean, if I can get Rough Rider out, that's going to be really nice, because I can just tap down his blockers and hit him for 1,000,000 damage. Well, I think that's going to be the play right now. Actually, no, I'm going to stick with the original plan. I highly doubt he blocks here with Brain Maggot. That's going to be my finishing blow when he has to sit back here. I'm going to think twice probably. He's looking into his hand to see what he can get rid of before I can steal something. But let's have a little gander at his hand. So Quicken or Think Twice or Warden. Not really bothered about Warden. I think I'm just going to get rid of more card draw on his behalf. Quicken is kind of scary, but I highly doubt he wants to bounce his Chasm Skulker. And then Negate. So he's got Negate, but he's still got no. I think I'm going to sit back with and I can't get the other one now. But I'm going to sit back with Brain Maggot, even though it's a 3-1, just because I just got rid of Think Twice. I don't particularly want him to. I mean, I just got rid of what's the name of the card again? Think Twice, yeah. So I don't. Wow, he's just jumping. I mean, you can quicken in, but yeah, that seems weird to me. He can't block it either. He just bounces it. Yeah, gets hit for 5 this turn. I mean, I blocked. Play haste guy who blocks down his. This is what Mardu Rough Rider was born to do. When they've got like a blocker in the way, you can just play him down in there and win the game. So hopefully he tries to overextend here, and we can finally see Black do something. And Black has done something in this game, which I'm incredibly proud of. And yeah, but this guy not having any other counters bar non-creature spell counters has really helped me out here. Mind you, that thing is a 2/2 now. Attacking with your Quickling. Get overconfident right now. Come on. Nice. But he's still in trouble right now. I think we've got that. Great Ball Muse. Don't want the second one. Mardu Rough Rider. To be honest, my ground forces are bigger than this Chasm Skulker, so I'm going to block down the Quickling. So my Squadron Hawks get in, and yeah, that's why I love this guy. He has to chump here. I mean, if I take him down to 1, I'm going to feel like an idiot, but I just like to keep Brain Magan back. Look at that, didn't I keep him down to 4? He gets 1 token, but he needs a board wipe, and unfortunately he doesn't have them in them colours. I've got a bunch of haste coming out next turn. He plays a Warden, but like I said, that thing is not what I'm scared of in the minute. In mono blue, what does that really benefit? I mean, what? Soul of Ravnica in a mono blue deck? Or Royal Element? No, they're only really big flying creatures. Unless you're playing them awful Sphinxes. But yeah, I think this is Loyal Pegasus was a good draw. Let's just spam out our board right now. He's done, I think. And guess we'll just play Greatborn, just because draws me. Yeah, he's gone. So he did have the dissolve. Interesting. He must have missed the trigger on the Loyal Pegasus, and that was what tipped him over the edge. But this is what this deck was meant to do. It was meant to just pile through your creatures with a Modern Rough Rider leading the helm, and that's what it's done. He double blocks computer out of spite, but yep, this is 3 wins out of 3, which I'm actually flabbergasted with. This deck performed. That Mana Screw worried me, but Mono Blue doesn't really offer much in racing, so I was pretty comfortable. I had especially as he didn't have counter spells, so we managed to avoid that situation. But yeah, this deck is trucking on, and I'm surprised. So yeah, not much else to say, but thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully we can continue this winning streak.